educated. I have a degree. I have a master's degree. And I had my documents. I was a legitimate international student. I was a legitimate foreigner in Malaysia.
So guys, welcome back to another video. As always, this is protected by fair use and fair dealing. It is protected by the copyrights of the US and of Nigeria. We have the right to free speech and to have our own opinions without outside interference, as long as there's no violence or hatred or discrimination when they're inside this matter. Everything we show here is not based on private inside gist. Now public documents, now unique choice put for this platform. So as we analyze this, I want you to use your own judgments. Judge the math when they're inside this one. Does it make sense? You get right to leave comment down below so far you not insult. Oh yeah, make with the go. Now I talk about the Ashawo of truth and integrity, and this series is called Mansion Ashawo. Why? Because if you look on the left, unique choice went from, I was this big student, we came to Malaysia, and we were students, both of us, and then after a few years we now returned to Nigeria. We got a mansion. She even said it was 80 million. Yeah, then after not even more than how many years, she's now back on her own, saying, I'm going to do it on my own, I will do it on my own. And we're wondering what's going on. Now she's very keen, now that her certificate drama is on the street, to be running up and down or saying Malaysia Ashawo, Malaysia Olosho. And to tell the truth, that was the reason I wanted to do this series, because if there's one thing that triggers me the most, I not even care self how many people get fake certificate, fake this for this street. Plenty people there. But the thing that pisses me off the most is when people come out to cover up their lies, and then they now want to project their lies onto somebody else and calling somebody else out. For me, the biggest Ashawo is somebody that can prostitute the truth. They go look you for eye, say this thing not true. They go convince you, say this thing not true, like we are fools. And I said, no, I can't let this one rest though. So we are starting Mansion Ashawo series. Now we know that this whole thing started from Glory coming out boldly with her full chest. And when I say full chest,
Boys.
See full chest, Glory, full chest, literally full ground. Anyway, let's be serious.
When I made my video, I clearly stated that you went to school, but you drop out. No be wait I talk. Why you no both present us, BSc, after you don't go carry scholarship application when River State government do for you that time. Only 1 year now you go school. After which you meet your baby daddy. Before you knew it, Bele enter. When Bele enter, that was the end of your school.
Now, the reason why people don't like Glory, she get mouth, yeah? But she get mouth. If you come for her, she knows how to come for you. But the reason they don't like Glory, people don't like because they are truth tellers. They will tell you as it is and now go pay you for body pass. The other thing is people are now mocking her. See her Americo Edo accent. The way Glory speaks, you can tell the girl is highly intelligent. She knows how to mix English, how to mix the pidgin. She knows how to tell that story. And it's the way that she tells that story with truth. I'm not saying 100% she's always correct, but most of the time she gets truth inside the team when they talk. Not the pain person, which is the reason why Unique Choice came out so angry. If you look at her video, it wasn't even that she was trying to debunk and convince us that the certificate was not fake, but it was the anger in her body because she had been exposed.
Now, why your family was so angry with you? That's somebody who has had and acquired a BSc, but you don't get them. You know both presenter, and that's fact on fact. I have told you since 2020 you have claimed that you are a student. Why not present to us a graduation picture, a vlog, even a certificate that you are certified to have graduated from school, from a university of Malaysia? Now you drop at follow man. I talk for the way you be. Why are you angry? Why are you angry?
Now, I often say to you, always listen to people's words. There are many things that the Unique Choice repeats again and again in her video. One of the common ones is jealous and envy. Jealous and envy. You understand? To cover up. And this is what people are running with, like Uche. And even Kemsey came in the other day talking about jealousy. And I'm saying, I've said this before on this street. Say, person not gets. Some people cannot critically think. they would just hear the words, as long as it's repeated more than 3 times, and it's, it's true, she pied the child, or this one, it's true, she's just jealous, she's jealous on people that are doing better than her. That's what people have wanted. But I say, okay, no problem, but at least look at what Unique Choice presented first. So Unique Choice now has convinced people that this is just pure jealousy and bitterness.
Gloria became jealous of me, my personality, my growth, then decided to be you. Now, I hope I've proven to you guys that Gloria was just being bitter and jealous of me in that video. To know that they're just being bitter and jealous of me. After you even reach there, because this your envy and jealousy you are filled with, you can never ascertain the level I am in life. That what's actually wrong with you is jealousy. Simply, I am because of what? Bitterness and enviness. You know how you speak with so much bitterness and envy. Like you are just a jealous and envious person.
So, Unique Choice, she knows the game. As in, repeat one word or one phrase just 3 or 4 times in the Nigerian space. And those ones when not get sense to critically think for themselves, they go talk, say, natural, jealousy, bitterness, envy, jealousy, bitterness, envy. Yeah? As I said before, truth is painful. And the reason why Gloria, this choice is word safe. The reason why Gloria has a problem on this street is because when she comes out bold, you heard Uche yesterday, that it's the boldness and the confidence. It's not even that it's the boldness and the confidence, it's because the words that she says, the truth is like a dagger. Yeah? The words that she says is so true. It go pain you for your body. You can see, at the end of the day, she's telling you not get BSc degree now. Oh, nam, you not get. Unique Choice, I be go-getter now. Why you do me like this? This exposure of that certificate is a huge thing for Unique Choice. You understand? Because it's uncovered a lot. Not only is she saying she's done NYSC, which is not allowed with that certificate that she's presented, she's now going to go and do Rome Business School, which is a European international certificate. That's another big thing. She keeps saying that, oh yes, the husband will come back. Husbands only want go-getters. So she's looking for that degree to be seen as a go-getter, somebody to be proud of. You understand? The shame and embarrassment that she had from not doing that degree how many years ago, she's trying to make up for it now. And then her public identity will be exposed. And that's the reason why she can only come up with Malaysian Olosho, Malaysian this, to discredit the messenger. They always say to you that, they will always try and shoot the messenger. So how is she trying to make to discredit Gloria? Is to just say, oh, don't mind that one. She doesn't Ashawo, she doesn't Olosho, she's not on our level. She's not whatever. It's anything she's saying not be true. You understand? But it's herself that she's more concerned about. You understand? Because at the end of the day, who will take you seriously after this? Like, we know that it's just a matter of time before you try and present that NYSC that you want to go and do. But by the time you have debunked your certificate that it doesn't even exist, people will say, how did you enter NYSC? But you don't have a certificate. How? So this thing that Gloria has exposed is a huge thing for Unique Choice. And that's the reason why if you watch her video, she is extremely angry. It's not even that she's even trying to prove that she has these certificates. It's the anger in her body and in her face that you should. And the thing with lies is that the more you lie and lie and lie, you have to cover with more lies. And not only do you cover with more lies, but you even start to project. So projection is the thing when you do, you go contact now another person go do one.
I said, shut up. Here you guys in Malaysia, we know what's up. It is us, the documented foreigners, who arrange documents, we photocopy our document and give to we people that is not documenters. They will give us some money, obviously. Everyone they will give us some money. They call it jalan jalan. Jalan jalan means pass. So they will be using it to bypass police, immigration on the way, and saying that the original document is at home. Linda, if you're watching this, comment if I'm wrong.
Unique Choice. I went through the comments on your video. Linda not agree. Linda don't commodity body for this kind of thing. Linda has been thoroughly disgraced with her own journey. The only thing with Linda is that she was not as dumb to come and bring out as much as you brought her. I can't believe that you exposed so much. Why would you do that? You understand? It's like, do you think that we are stupid or what? That you just say jealousy a few times, and then you brought up all of this. Anyway, you people watch the video. When you watch the video, you can say, This unique choice, does she think that we are foolish? So anyway, Linda not comment for this video. She did not comment. If you look at all the different comments there, she didn't comment. The most that they did is that they mentioned Lily in the video, but Lily herself would not comment on this video. Why? Yeah, there was no comment from Lily. They tagged her, they mentioned her, no comment. And then people in the comments, like I said, people and you know the thing that I don't understand about these people on that side, that left side, that left gang, as I call them, is that they're so hypocritical. Because some of them, they are real graduates, you know. They know, say, the team when Unique Choice dropped on her video is full of lies. They will not advise her, take this thing down, no. Even if it's to cover her back, they can say, take it down, no. Why you expose your children's birth certificate now? Why you expose this one? Take it down. You have proved your point. They will be gingering her. Don't worry. And she herself is even proud. Hey, 13,000 people have watched my video. Shame and disgrace. Yeah. So some of the comments there, some of those people in her comments, they are graduates themselves. They know real certificate when they see certificate, but they will not call her out. The good thing about Linda's fans, we saw in the last video that I did about Linda, some of those ones when guest sent said, Linda, the shame for you. Linda, you can't even come out and defend this thing that I Knew It All has said about your certificate. You can't even come out. Yeah. But Unique's fan, and that's why I keep saying, may our subscribers not be our enemies. They will ginger you on to make a bigger fool of yourself, more lies to cover more lies, more projection. She's there with her 13,000 views, and people are leaving comments such as this, like, evidence now, what? And then this one, don't waste your time for that jealousy woman. And this one, haba, see evidence, see evidence. And then of course this one who I keep saying, anybody that has this woman on their team, you're not doing. If you want to know that you are succeeding, and I'm not being big-headed, you need me to be on your side. It doesn't mean that I'm going to be on your side all the time, because, you know, if you say something that doesn't make sense, I will come for you. You understand? But if you're saying something that makes sense, I will be on your side. Yeah. Having this woman on your team is not a good look. Yeah. This one, evidence choco. She lied with confidence. Unique, as soon as you saw this woman in your chat, you should have known it was game over. Game over. You needed someone like me in your thing. Say, it's true. Unique Choice, what you did. And the thing is, I gave you a chance. I didn't want to come out with all of this evidence. In fact, I've even tried to bring things down, because the things I found out, I was shocked. Just like with editorial, when I found that I was uncovering too much, I said, no, let me stop that editorial movie. Yeah, because it was too much. Unless she comes out again, then I say, okay, I will go back to it. But with Unique Choice, I know the ramifications of this thing that you want to go and put on your YouTube channel. I know the ramifications, and I begged you. I said, take it down. Take that thing down. Not leave them for there, but you refuse, and you're following somebody like this. Evidence choco, because everything is about education now. So this is very educational. After Uche went to go and do that abomination of going to immigration just because someone said that she was boring, I said, no, I don't want to put out too much information here, because there will be some people I know that will now start going to Rome Business School in Italy, the branch. They won't even waste the time with the Nigerian branch. They will go straight to the top, or they will go to Malaysian immigration. They will go to the UK universities. They will just go with all of this stuff. So some of the things I had to pull back. I said, let me not expose too much, because it will be a problem. But Unique Choice, take down your video. Take down that video. But anyway, let's continue. So I'm going to tell you Jalan evidence, full ground for this case. Jalan, the Jalan that Unique is talking about. She's the one that did the Jalan. In my opinion, I'm allowed to have my opinion, yes? But I want you to tell me, what do you think? Yeah, we can only go on what she has put out. It maybe she's got another document bag somewhere, because all of this one, she came out with her document bag. So yeah, this. But from what she has shown us, now Jalan.
I'm here to, tell you guys the full gist of how everything went down. So it all started 2015.
Hello, we are not dumb people now. My sister Habamana.
We are not dumb, yeah? So now we have many questions, Unique Choice, with those things that you put on your video. Many questions. The first one is that, why did you pay cash for a diploma when FTMS, the college that you went to, says very clearly we only accept electronic transfer? But both of your payments were done before you even entered the country. number one, in cash. Yeah, it could be maybe you had an agent, but you didn't mention an agent. You understand? Or maybe you had family there that went to go and pay on your behalf, but they said it can only be electronic. Why did you pay cash? And then also, you are saying that you had a degree. So why did you pay cash for that degree? And was it a degree?
I am educated. I have a degree. This was when I paid my school fees at the FTMS Global College Malaysia. You can see that the school fees was 19,000 ringgit in 2015, and then I paid my school fees.
So she paid 19,000 ringgit. She paid in cash. Yeah, even though they're saying only electronic. She paid on the 21st of May. Yeah, think about that date, guys. It was payment for one out of, maybe that says 2 or 3, we don't know. But she has paid maybe, I don't know how much, but you can see there it looks like 9,000 or 7,000, maybe it's the balance which is remaining. Unique choice. Can you explain to us then, if you paid 19,000, you said that was for your course, yes? Why is it on the FTMS Global website? Yeah, in 2013, 2015, roughly is the same. If anything, the fees maybe will go up a little bit. Why is it for their diploma programs? Yeah, diploma programs, which they accept students in January, April, June, August, and October. Why is it that they are saying that the cost of that is 19,000? Total tuition fee is 19,000. So how are you saying that you did a degree when the degree program that FTMS College offer? So you can see here, Bachelor of Science program. You can see the amount that they are charging, 53,000, depending on the university partner they are partnered with. 42,000, 32,000. Why is it that you only paid 19,000 for a full degree? So number one, guys, that tells us now 100% that what she paid for was not a degree. Yeah, so that is number one proof that she didn't have a degree. But we have many other proofs that we can add. So now this, if she only paid for a diploma, that also in itself becomes a problem, because she's saying she did NYSC. When you have done a diploma in Malaysia, that is equivalent to, I think, MQF 4 or something, level 4. In Nigeria, that is only equal to an ordinary national diploma, or OND. Yeah, so an OND would never qualify for NYSC and will not qualify for business school. Those two things, they will tell you that you must have a higher national diploma, or you must have a degree, yes, for you to do NYSC or business school. So to get a higher national diploma, she would have to convert her diploma. That's if she did it all, because there's no evidence that she even did a diploma. She would have to convert it by doing industrial training for 1 year and doing further study for another 2 years. If she did a BSc degree direct, as I said before, you can see from FGMS, the brochure is 53,000, but she only paid 19,000. Yeah, so that in itself is now telling me no, she didn't do a degree. Now, the other thing I want you to remember, guys, please, is this date, 1st of May 2015. In some of the images I'm going to show you, I said 2nd of May, but I mean 1st of May. 1st of May 2015. I want you to remember that date. So this is the certificate. I sound like this is the certificate that she came to show us, and this is the transcript of the certificate. Now I want you to look towards the top. Can you see there where it says date of admission? Yeah, 1st of May 2015, date of admission. Yeah, she doesn't tell us when she completed. I don't even know. Why you cover everything now? You won't tell us where you finished. You won't show us your father's name. You won't show your passport number. That one I can understand. You want to cover the passport number, but we found out what the passport number was anyway, and even that one, it will shock you. You won't tell us even the program that you study. Why you to hide? Even Lily herself, at least she showed her name. At least she showed us the degree that she said that she had. You understand? Maybe you learned from her case. She said, no. I don't want to put any certificate number, nothing there, because that means we can phone up any of these institutions, because the first thing they will ask is, what's the student's name? If you just say Choice Trauma, which is what you're putting everywhere, it will be difficult for them to trace you. If they ask for certificate number, we don't have. You understand? So this is the reason, or passport number. This is what they want in Malaysia. You've hidden everything, so we cannot trace. If you are so proud with your full chest that you did this so-called degree, which we are now proved that you didn't do it because you only paid 19,000, why not show? But anyway, I digress. Look at this. Date of admission, 1st of May. Remember the date, guys. Now, the other question I have is, why don't you know when you left Nigeria or started your course? Yeah, we know it's 10 years ago. So 10 years ago, you've had 4 children, maybe pregnancy brains still they worry you for there. I don't know. You understand? So you forgot. Sometimes people forget things, but this is a big monumental achievement for you. And then only just recently have you done NYSC. Only recently have you done that Rome Business School. So those dates will now be fresh again in your mind, because you would have had to say, oh yes, I did school in this month. Then I traveled in this month. Because these are the kind of thing, even NYSC, they want to say, look, can we see all of your passport information so we can prove that you definitely went there to go and travel, as well as seeing the certificate. So you would have these dates, but you're not even sure of the dates when you traveled. Look at what you are saying in your video. That's why I said take it down, Unique. I'm embarrassed for you.
This was my flight, Miss Joyce Choma. This was my flight that I booked and left Nigeria 26 May 2015. That was when I left Nigeria.
Unique, are you listening to yourself? You said you left on the 26th of May 2015, but look what he's saying there. He's saying that's the booking reference date. But you're now saying that's when you left Nigeria. Like how? Now, wow.
Because my course starts in June.
But we've seen on your transcript, 1st of May 2015, that's when your course started. Now you're saying that your course started in June. Now, wow. Even worse than that now is that your course started in June, you said. But in June, if it started in June, this is when I'm not even sure that this document, it looks like Jalan again, because once again, we have no way of whatever. Look, Choice Choma, no father's name, nothing. You understand? And then it's saying that actually you left Nigeria not on the 26th of May, but on the 4th of June. You now arrived in Malaysia on the 5th of June at 13:20. Guys, do you see how this is one of the worst cases we've had on this street, One of the worst cases.
This is it.
Now, wow. And so the question now is that before you even enter, as soon as you enter that Malaysia, you're there illegal now. Let me tell you why. You were illegal before you even entered that Malaysia. Because in Malaysia, people think that Malaysia is a backward country. They will say, oh, Malaysia not be the same as Malaysia not be abroad. Malaysia has systems, especially when it comes to immigration, international students. They're not the play for there. So if you look, 1st of May, she started her course. But it's on the 5th of June that she's actually arriving in Malaysia. Now, in Malaysia, they're not the play, as I said before. Before they will renew your student pass, and that student pass, they will be renewing it every single year. It will not be they will just give you one visa for the whole of your course, because they want to make sure, even in the UK, that every single year the university needs to write to them, oh, she attended class and she has passed, she has done this, she has done that. You understand? Before they now say, okay, fine, year 2 or second semester, let's give her another student pass. So you must have attended at least 80% of your course before you can even do anything. But by the time if your course is starting 1st of May, that's if we can believe that certificate that you showed us is correct. But you're telling us it's correct now. So I beg, 1st of May, that's when your course started, eh? So the 1st of May, then that means, you see, even me, I'm getting angry, because I'm thinking, how could somebody be so dumb? And you're calling somebody dumb. So that means by the time you arrive on the 5th of June, you've already missed 34, 35 days. That means already you have failed that 80% attendance. So even if you do 1 year, by the time they even give you student pass, by the time they calculate your attendance already, they're not going to give you student pass for the second year. They're not going to agree. Guys, I will end it here. So the video is not too long, and we'll catch up in the next video. But please stay tuned, yeah, because the evidence that we have, typhoid.